The 11th station, Jesus is nailed to the cross. From the Gospel according to Matthew. And over his head they put the charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Then 2 robbers were crucified with him, one on the right hand and the other on the left. And those who passed by derided him, wagging their heads and saying, "You who would destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross." So also the chief priests with the scribes and elders mocked him, saying, "He saved others. He cannot save himself. He is the King of Israel. Have him come down from the cross, and we will believe in him." Jesus is nailed to the cross. The Shroud of Turin gives us an idea of the unbelievable cruelty of this procedure. Jesus did not drink the numbing gall offered him. He deliberately takes upon himself all the pain of the crucifixion. His whole body is racked. The words of the psalm have come to pass. "But I am a worm and no man, scorned by men and rejected by the people. As one from whom men hide their faces, he was despised. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows." Let us halt before this image of pain, before the suffering of God. Let us look upon him at times of presumptuousness and pleasure, in order to learn to respect limits and to see the superficiality of all merely material goods. Let us look upon him at times of trial and tribulation, and realize that it is then that we are closest to God. Let us try to see his face in the people we might look down upon. As we stand before the condemned Lord, who did not use his power to come down from the cross, but endured its suffering to the end, another thought comes to mind. Ignatius of Antioch, a prisoner in chains for his faith in the Lord, praised the Christians of Smyrna for their invincible faith. He says that they were, so to speak, nailed with flesh and blood to the cross of the Lord Jesus Christ. Let us nail ourselves to him, resisting the temptation to stand apart or to join others in mocking him. Lord Jesus Christ, you let yourself be nailed to the cross, accepting the terrible cruelty of this suffering, the destruction of your body and your dignity. You allowed yourself to be nailed fast. You did not try to escape or lessen your suffering. May we never flee from what we are called to do. Help us to remain faithful to you. Help us to unmask the false freedom which would distance us from you. Help us to accept your binding freedom and bound fast to you to discover true freedom.